So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things golfing and streetwear. And in today's video, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. The first, and honestly probably the most important, is the giveaway that I announced a couple of days ago. I am going to be announcing the winner of the giveaway at the end of this video. I know it was a lot later than I anticipated, but a lot of things ended up happening that I'll get into here in just a minute. But at the end of this video, I'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway for the Golf LaFleur catalog. So if you guys did enter into that giveaway, just stay tuned to the end of this video to see who the winner of the giveaway is. The next thing I want to talk about really quickly is actually the topic of today's video, and that is, of course, as you all can already tell by the title of this video, is a review of the Call Me If You Get Lost tour and also the merch that went alongside with it. I just got back from the concert in Washington, D.C. on March 7th, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody that ended up noticing me and pulled up to say what's up. It meant the absolute world to talk to you guys. Things were extremely hectic at the concert. There was people literally everywhere. So I apologize. I didn't get to actually stay and talk with you guys as much as I probably would have wanted, but it was still really awesome to see you guys and talk to you guys for the amount of time that we did have. So shout out to you guys for watching the channel and also for taking the time to say what's up. It meant the absolute world. But like I said, I did go to the concert on March 7th, and I initially went in there with a plan to make a vlog out of the whole experience. I thought it would have been absolutely amazing. But while I was away in DC, I noticed one thing about myself, and that is that I'm a terrible vlogger. I'm not ever really one to think, like, when I'm out doing something, to stop what I'm doing and to start filming it, if that makes sense. You know, every once in a while, I'll definitely, you know, take pictures of stuff. To really be, like, involved in something and to start filming and vlogging it has never really been something that I've personally been good at, because I don't personally like the idea of stopping everything I'm doing to document it and talk about it. I'm much more prone to just experience things and just live in the moment as things happen. So I realized I was a terrible vlogger, and as I went to splice together the videos that I did make for the vlog, it was literally only like 3 minutes long, and it just honestly was not good content. It was just not up to the standards that I wanted it to be. So I ended up scrapping that video, but I did have a lot of things that I wanted to share, talk about with the concert, just in general, and also the merch. And I have been super busy the past few days, so I wasn't able to sit down and edit this video. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed already, I literally have not shaved like at all. I'm on here looking like Bigfoot. It's ridiculous. I literally haven't even had time to stop and like shave, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love being busy and, you know, out of town and just traveling and stuff. So I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I have been super busy these past couple of days, so that's why this video is getting to you guys a little bit later than expected. With all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move forward with the topic of today's video, and that is just a general review of the Call Me If You Get Lost tour and also the merch as well. So the first thing that I wanted to address, I'm just going to kind of address things as they happen. So of course, the first thing that I went to when I arrived at the concert was the merch table. And I don't know if any of you guys were in the DC area for the past few days. But the first day, like the day of the concert, which was the first day that we went there, and then we stayed for a few days after the concert. The day that we went there, the weather was actually really nice. It was a little bit cloudy, but you know, temperature-wise, it was a little bit cloudy out, but temperature-wise, the weather was like literally perfect. And all the days in the area that I live, it was really, really warm. It was extremely warm. So when I actually went out of town, I didn't really pack anything but like button-ups and t-shirts and things like that for when I went out of town, because I thought that we were going to get an early spring, like this whole thing. And then on the way down, my friends actually started talking about how cold it was actually going to be in DC, and I didn't pack any clothes whatsoever for cold weather. So I just went into the concert, but I knew that they were going to be selling a hoodie at the concert, the Call Me If You Get Lost hoodie. So I was just perfectly content. I was like, you know what? I wanted to get this hoodie. I was like, you know what? I was on the fence about getting this hoodie anyways. It's just a sign. I'm going to need a hoodie for the rest of this trip anyway. I'll just go there and I'll grab this hoodie. Problem solved. Won't even have to worry about it. Unfortunately, when I actually got to the concert, they were completely sold out of the hoodie in my size. And it wasn't just like a situation where we got to the concert and a bunch of people started buying them, because we were like second in line to enter the arena. They had a ton of different merch booths set up around the arena, and the merch booth that I went to, I was literally like the first in line when I got there. And the only hoodies they had in stock were XLs and XXL hoodies, and the only hoodies that they had in stock were XL and XXL hoodies. Sucked for me because I was really banking on getting one of those hoodies, and I really, really wanted one as well. They didn't have any smalls, which would have been way too small for me anyway. A medium is what I usually wear. They didn't have any mediums. I even honestly probably would have sized up and got a large and just wore the hoodie like a little bit baggy, but they didn't have any of those either. Unfortunately, I had to pass on getting a hoodie, but I did want to at least get something from the concert, so I did decide to pick up the badge tee. As you all know, I talk about this on the channel all the time. I absolutely love light blue, and believe it it or not, I actually do own a lot of light blue pieces, but I've never, like, literally ever owned a light blue t-shirt. So this pickup just kind of decided to be like a no-brainer for me. Decided to pass on the brown colorway because I got the brown t-shirt from the Day in Vegas Music Festival, and I decided to pass on the white t-shirt because I literally already own like 1,000 of these Uniqlo white tees. I don't want to have a wardrobe of t-shirts that's literally just like all white t-shirts. So I decided to switch it up a little bit and go with this light blue colorway. It's a really simple tee. It's just got the album cover on the front of the t-shirt, and then on the back, it's just got the permanent license of travel design here at the top with Tyler's signature, and then all the cities listed below that. So a really simple t-shirt, but it comes in a beautiful shade of light blue and this kind of yellowish cream font that they decided to put on the back of this t-shirt. It contrasts really beautifully with this light blue color, so I was overall satisfied with this pickup. The blank of this t-shirt is definitely different from the blanks that Golf has used in the past. This t-shirt is extremely soft and it has a slightly different fit. So for example, the body is just a little bit longer and the sleeves are just a little bit shorter than the blanks that they've previously used in the past. But overall, that's definitely not a bad thing. It's just something different that I picked up on. So that is the only merch I decided to get at the actual concert. At my tour stop, they did have a few Golf Wang items also available for sale at the tour. I don't know if any of you remember, but in the initial video I did when we got our first look at the Call Me If You Get Lost merch, they literally only had these t-shirts and a range of the hoodies along with a type of work jacket at the concert. They didn't actually have any Golf Wang items with the exception of the G hats. But at my tour stop, they did have a few golf items. They had the, can't remember the exact name. I believe it was called the Badao. No clue if I'm saying that right, work jacket. You should be seeing a picture of that. Somewhere up here next to my head. But they had this jacket available. They also had a couple of the Al camo pieces available. The ones that I remember was the Al camo work jacket, the Al camo polo, and also they had a couple of the Al camo camp hats there as well. And I decided to pass on those because none of those pieces were anything that I was personally like dying to have. I really did like the Al camo, like kind of Carhartt style work jacket that they did. If they ended up having it available in that lime green colorway, I might have pulled the trigger and picked it up. And I am kind of regretting not getting the Al camo work jacket, but I'm saving up a big chunk of my money to get something from Golf LaFleur whenever we see the actual pieces from that drop release. So that's another big reason that I decided to take it a little bit light. And they also did have a couple of Golf LaFleur items available at the concert. They of course had the varsity jackets available at the concert. I'm pretty sure they've been selling a limited release of these Letterman jackets at all of the tour stops so far, which are beautiful. But like I said, I really want to get my hands on like a sweater or a button up or something from the upcoming Golf LaFleur season. So I decided to pass on that and save my money up to get like a cardigan or something. So that is the reason I decided to pass on that. And they also sold the little mini like travel size bottles of French Waltz at the concert as well for like $40, I believe. And I was pretty tempted to get my hands on one just to have a like extra little spare one to travel around with. But I do already own the big bottle, the 200 milliliter bottle of French Waltz that I use every single day. So I did decide to pass on the little travel size bottle as well. So for those reasons, that's the reason I only ended up leaving the concert with a t-shirt. Overall, I would say the merch was actually really nice. I love that they ended up adding a few Golf Wang pieces to the mix at the tour stops. I think that was a great idea, something that I love to see, and it absolutely sold like crazy. I saw a ton of people leaving the line with a lot of the Golf Wang like polos and the jackets and things like that. So it was really nice to see them add a couple of Golf Wang items like they have before in the past. The biggest downside of the merch was them being sold out of the hoodies, because that was what I personally wanted to get my hands on the most from the concert. I did definitely like the t-shirts, but I already owned 2 Call Me If You Get Lost t-shirts. I didn't really plan on picking up another one, and I absolutely love the hoodie and I wanted to try out the new golf blanks, a lot of stuff. There was a lot of reasons that I wanted to get my hands on the hoodie. So I was personally really disappointed that they ended up being sold out of the hoodie. I'm not exactly sure why that ended up happening. Maybe there was an issue with getting them produced, and maybe they sold more of the hoodies at the other tour stops than they planned on or something like that. I'm not completely sure. I was really disappointed that they were sold out of pretty much all the sizes of the hoodie and like the only thing available as far as concert merch goes. So I was a little bit disappointed in that, but as far as the range of products that they had, I thought it was really nice. So moving on from the merch, a little bit of my thoughts about the actual concert itself. For any of you who may not know, Tyler had 3 openers come with him on the tour. The first was Tizo Touchdown, second was Vince Staples, and the third was Caliuchis. And I honestly think all of their sets were actually really good. My personal favorite set, as far as like stage design and like attention to detail, I honestly gotta say my favorite of the sets was definitely Tizo Touchdown. He did this whole thing where it was like a spin on one of those old classic like little hardware TV shows, and they were running around using like power tools and like hard hats and like climbing up ladders and stuff. It was all very on brand, and I love the attention to detail that they had. So that was an absolutely amazing set, and it's really sick to see Tizo Touchdown going on his first tour with Tyler. And also a quick shout out to Vince and Caliuchis as well. Both of them did amazing. I've been a fan of Vince Staples since I was like 14 years old, and here I am going on like 20. So it was amazing to see him, and I first discovered Caliuchis on Cherry Bomb, of course, and I had wanted to see her in concert pretty much ever since then. So it was amazing to see all their sets as well. And of course, the man himself, Tyler, absolutely killed it. His attention to detail and the stage design and the way he brings you into this world that he's trying to deliver with the mansions and the Rolls Royce and the boats and just traveling, it all blends together perfectly. It all just blends together beautifully, and I have seen Tyler 3 times before. The first concert that I saw Tyler at was Camp Flog Gnaw 2018. Then I saw him again at Camp Flog Gnaw 2019. And then I saw an additional Call Me If You Get Lost set at Day in Vegas. So I've seen a lot of Tyler concerts, and all of them were amazing. But honestly, I've got to say, I think this concert was definitely my favorite. And I think it's because it's the first time I've seen him like not at a music festival. So he had a lot more ways to play with the stage design. He wasn't limited by only being able to do a set for like a certain amount of time. He could pretty much perform as little or as many songs as he wanted to. And he did pretty much all of my favorite songs from Call Me If You Get Lost. And he did a ton of my favorite songs from his older albums. He even did a song off Cherry Bomb, which is my personal favorite off Cherry Bomb. Smuckers, which is like literally one of my favorite songs of all time, because he unfortunately didn't perform any Cherry Bomb songs at any of the other sets I saw him at. So whether you're a fan of Tyler for Flower Boy, Igor, and Call Me If You Get Lost, or if you like him from Goblin and Wolf, you'll absolutely love going to the set. And of course, if you're a big Tyler fan like I am, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well, he does a phenomenal overall set. If any of the tour dates are stopping at a city near you moving forward, I believe there's like roughly a month left on the tour, so if any dates are coming close to your city, I 1000% recommend that you guys go check it out. And I was really happy to be a part of this tour stop and be a part of the journey of Call Me If You Get Lost, and to be able to see Tyler bring that world to life on stage was amazing as well. So I cannot recommend enough that you guys go check the concert out. Like I said, it's definitely one of the best concerts that I've ever seen. I definitely think he's one of the best live performers of our generation. He's up there with like the likes of Kanye and just people like that. I've been to plenty of concerts in the past. Somebody will literally just go on stage and just play like the track, like vocals included, of their songs, and just stand on stage and like run around and basically just sing their ad-libs the whole time and not really like actually perform. I think the art of live performances is kind of like a dying thing, unfortunately. There are a few artists still left out here that care a lot about their concerts and live performances, and Tyler is of course one of them. All right guys, so I'm sorry that the lighting like randomly got like super trash. As you can see, it's nighttime outside now. I ended up, after I got done filming the video, I ended up having to run and go do something. So I had to actually come back here to film the winner of the giveaway. So that's why this video took a little bit of a random jump. But I'm here editing the video. I've got a random YouTube comment generator. And shout out to my boy, David's Brand Taro sticker. But everybody who ended up buying something from Main Ticket got them 5 extra entries. Pretty much everybody ended up actually following both pages. But there was 1 or 2 people who only ended up following my personal, which is completely fine. But I did end up getting all that worked in here as well. We're just gonna go here and do a random raffle. I'm gonna make sure and check whenever I pick the winner. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Instagram and make sure that they're following me on Instagram also to confirm that they've done everything that they need to do to enter the giveaway. But if everything checks out, then I'm gonna put that up here. All right guys, so I did the random comment generator and I checked everything out, and this person does follow me on Instagram. So it looks like you've done everything to be entered into the giveaway, so big shout out to you. So the winner of the giveaway is River C. I'm pretty positive I found your Instagram. So man, I'm going to reach out to you on Instagram. A big shout out to you, man. Congrats on winning the giveaway. And a big shout out and thank you to all of my subscribers and everybody who entered the giveaway. You guys mean the absolute world to me. And hopefully pretty soon down the line, I'll be in a position to do another giveaway. I absolutely love giving back to you guys, and I honestly do apologize that I'm not able to do it more often. A big shout out to you guys. Thank you all for checking out this video. As always, guys, if you like this kind of content and you would like to see more, definitely like this video and subscribe to the channel. I have a ton of golf and streetwear content coming moving forward. That'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for checking this out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.